This news webcast is brought to you by the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association in the UK. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to MKA News, where we will be going through the activities of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association in the UK. And the headlines are:
Despite Ramadan and Eid falling into this month, the activities of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association seem to increase rather than decrease during the month of July. Here's the exhausting list of activities. As part of the Mercy for Mankind charity challenge, MKA youth scaled the peaks of the Bavarian Alps in Germany to raise thousands of pounds for the Royal British Legion. MKA Midlands organised an event to remove misunderstandings about Islam that attracted over 150 people. The national MKA football tournament took place in Manchester, and on an individual level, Kamal Aftab, a youth leader of MKA diagnosed with leukemia, is attempting to raise £50,000 for charity, plus the usual activities of MKA.
Well, a group of young Muslims have been taking on the challenge of some of Germany's highest mountains to try and raise money for the Royal British Legion. They're part of a group of 25 British Muslims who've been hiking across the Bavarian Alps since Monday. Well, let's speak now to Khalid, who's in Germany, and you've just reached the end of the expedition, I understand. Hello, afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, we just reached the expedition and we're now on trying to get back home.
So tell me why you wanted to do this challenge.
Basically, we're part of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, and we believe that, Islam teaches us that we are British and that we must stay within the laws of the country, and the loyalty to the country is part of one's faith. So to show our loyalty, and we have taken up this challenge. And charity is also one of the key fundamental, part of Islam and Ahmadiyya. So it's doing both things, doing charitable work and showing our loyalty to Britain. And there's so many other media, there's a lot in the media about certain British people going out to join ISIS and all that. But we wanted to show that this is not what Islam is about.
Okay.
And it is compatible with the British way.
Kamal Aftab, a youth leader from Yorkshire, was recently diagnosed with cancer. However, despite being diagnosed with this life-threatening condition, Kamal has took up the challenge to try and raise £50,000 for charity. Let's catch up with Kamal and see how he is progressing.
Hi, this is my second day on the ward now since I've become neutropenic. Continuing with my marathon, we've done another half a mile, which is great. I'm got a few side effects. My vision's a bit blurry at the moment, and having a few sessions of vomiting. But the staff are really looking after me down here, and the support I'm getting from Twitter is really motivating me and getting me through. Every pound matters, so keep spreading the page out, and you can text by putting in LEUK 95 followed by the amount £1, £5, £10 to 70070. Thank you very much.
On the weekend of the 25th and 26th of August, 26 youth teams across the country came to compete in the national MKA football tournament. This was held in Manchester, and the eventual winners of the competition were Baitul Futuh A, with Midlands as runners-up. MKA Midlands organised a well-received function on the subject Misconceptions about Islam Clarified. This was presented by Imam Atal Majid Rashid, followed by an in-depth question and answer session. The function was attended by mayors and other dignitaries and received coverage on the local radio station.
Very respected ladies and gentlemen, as many speakers have done before me, I would like to first of all extend the Islamic greeting to each one of you by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That may peace and blessings and bounties of God be upon all of you. This is actually a common practice to exchange this greeting and spread this message of peace, because Islam literally means peace. But unfortunately, as the topic given to me today, it speaks about so many misunderstandings which are spread about Islam.
MKA Glasgow South donated food to the Maryhill and Wayside homeless centres on a weekly basis throughout the month of Ramadan. Youth in Birmingham West held a Humanity First stall at Hales Owen Carnival. An invitation to a Tabligh function was also presented to the Deputy Mayor along with a copy of the Holy Quran. Gillingham Khuddam cleaned the Woodlands Cemetery during Ramadan. MKA Bradford North cooked and served the local community food for the iftari. MKA Sheffield held a Tabligh bookstall in their local high street. Liverpool Khuddam held a Tabligh stall during which they distributed 25 copies of the Life of Muhammad, peace and blessing of God be upon him, 32 copies of The World Crisis and the Pathway to Peace by Hazrat Amir al-Mu'mineen Ayyadullah Ta'ala ibn Nasr al-Aziz, and 15 mixed literature and more than 250 leaflets. MKA Burton, Walsall, Wolverhampton and Birmingham East raised money for the British Red Cross. MKA Edinburgh took part in a clean-up session in the Rosyth area, in litter picking at Rosyth Public Park, football pitch, rugby pitch and surrounding streets of the local library and community centre. This was held in conjunction with the Fife Council. MKA Sheffield held a Tabligh stall and leafleting session in the Sheffield and Rotherham. 20 Khuddam performed volunteer service to load a truck full of books. MKA Leamington Spa donated food items to the local night shelter charity. A Khadim had the chance to introduce the Jamaat to Princess Anne. Youth from Wimbledon Park did volunteer work unloading boxes at the Fazl Mosque. MKA Bradford South donated 2 books to Erie local library. MKA Huddersfield donated a large number of food items to their local food bank. Recently, Dundee Khuddam took part in planting flowers in Union Street, Dundee. The picture was published in Britain in Bloom newsletter for Dundee Council's entry. MKA Southmead held a Tabligh stall in Hawley, Hampshire near Guildford. More than 100 Life of Muhammad books were distributed, as well as over 300 leaflets. MKA groups across the country held religious education and discussion forums. As part of their regular upkeep of Howe Road in conjunction with Glasgow City Council, 19 members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association carried out a clean-up session of streets in the West End. MKA Crawley prepared Masjid Noor for school visits. They had 300 children visiting the mosque over 4 days. Tour, presentations and Q&A sessions were held every day. MKA Midlands fed the homeless at nearby shelter Sifa Fireside. MKA Manchester West donated food for the homeless at Salford Loaves and Fishes. MKA Birmingham West donated food at Smethwick Food Bank. MKA Sheffield donated food to the Archer Project Sheffield, who are looking after homeless people in South Yorkshire. MKA Youth set up various mosque centres for the Eid celebrations. MKA Dundee spent the last day of Ramadan raising money, doing bag packing for Barnardo's charity at Morrison's. 4 Khuddam from Inner Park helped the Ishat team set up their newly created warehouse at Baitul Futuh Mosque. 6 Khuddam from Hounslow South fed 28 homeless people in central London, and 1 Khadim from Slough fed sweets and snacks to 50 people in Slough Homeless Shelter. MKA Coventry and Leicester also donated food to their local food bank in Coventry. MKA Midlands continued their regular packing of the Ahmadiyya Bulletin. 45 Khuddam from Mukami region made their way to South Wales for a 3-day recreational trip. In a fun-packed trip, Khuddam prayed together, ate together and took in the sights and beautiful scenery of South Wales. Middlesex region collected for Macmillan Cancer Research across 10 stores simultaneously. Athral from Wolverhampton also collected for the Macmillan Cancer Research Appeal. Sheffield Khuddam won the regional Tahir Memorial Cricket Tournament held in Scunthorpe. MKA in Croydon participated in and organised an Eid street party which over 100 guests attended. Manchester Khuddam held a get-together and picnic in Llandudno, North Wales. 3 members of Dundee's Jamaat visited Dundee's oldest church, the Steeple, to attend their Sunday service upon the invitation of a very close friend of the Jamaat. A letter by Haziq Rahman was published in the Daily Mail explaining the true teachings of Islam. Manchester North Khudam did litter picking in the local area. MKA Birmingham arranged a massive litter picking session around the mosque. MKA Burton did a charity collection for Burton Hospital's League of Friends. MKA Manchester West held a tabligh stall. And finally, how much more food can Dundee give to their local food banks? Well, here's another donation, this time to Transform Dundee.
That's it for this episode, and please remember to like and share this video and subscribe to the MKA YouTube channel. You can also leave your comments and feedback below. Assalamu alaikum. This news webcast is brought to you by the Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association in the UK.